Hi, my name's Joe, and this is JoeCoinMining. In this video, I will give an in-depth analysis of what gas is in context to Ethereum. In context of Ethereum, gas refers to the unit of measurement used to calculate the cost of executing a transaction or smart contract on the Ethereum network. Gas is a way to quantify the computational resources required to process a transaction, and the fees paid in gas are used to compensate the network's validators for their work. Each transaction or smart contract execution on the Ethereum network requires a certain amount of gas, depending on the complexity of the operation. The more complex a transaction or contract, the more gas it requires to execute. The gas price is denominated in GWEI, GWEI, which is a small fraction of ETH. Users can set the gas price and gas limit when sending a transaction. The gas price is the amount of GWEI paid for each unit of gas consumed. The gas limit is the maximum amount of gas that can be consumed by the transaction. The total fee for a transaction is calculated as the gas price multiplied by the gas consumed. If a transaction does not have enough gas price or gas limit to cover the cost of executing the operation, it may be rejected or stuck in the transaction pool until a validator chooses to include it in the block. Now I can provide a more detailed explanation of gas in Ethereum. Gas is a unit of measurement that represents the computational effort required to execute a transaction or a smart contract on the Ethereum network. In other words, gas is a way to measure the cost of performing a certain operation on the network. Every transaction or smart contract execution on Ethereum requires a certain amount of gas to be consumed, which is determined by the complexity of the operation. For example, a simple transfer of ETH from one account to another may require 22,000 units of gas, while executing a more complex smart contract may require hundreds of thousands or even millions of units of gas. When a user sends a transaction, they specify two important parameters: the gas price and the gas limit. The gas price is the amount of Ether that the user is willing to pay per unit of gas consumed, measured in GWEI. 1 GWEI equals to 0.000000001 ETH. The gas limit is the maximum amount of gas that the user is willing to spend on the transaction. The total cost of the transaction is calculated as the product of the gas price and the gas consumed, i.e. the number of units of gas that were actually used during the execution of the transaction. For example, if a transaction has a gas price of 50 GWEI and consumes 100,000 units of gas, the total cost of the transaction would be 0.05 ETH. If a transaction runs out of gas during execution, it will be reverted and any changes made by the transaction will be undone. This is to prevent infinite loops or other malicious behavior that could consume all of the network's resources. The gas system in Ethereum is designed to ensure that the network remains secure and efficient. By charging users for the computational resources they consume, the network incentivizes users to write efficient and optimized smart contracts and transactions. It also allows validators to be compensated for their work in securing the network and processing transactions, since they receive a portion of the gas fees paid by the users. This was a quick, in-depth analysis of gas as it contains to Ethereum, and I hope to see you in the next video where we talk about the Bitcoin white paper. Thank you.